Hi everyone, it's Ann. Today we're taking a look at a deck that's been out for about a year. Totally different type of a deck, very unique and different. It's called Double Major Tarot Deck. It says finally the fool falls off the cliff, published by Golden Age. They're a Korean-based company. It's in a two-part hard case box. There's a few pictures of the cards. A double major tarot deck consists of a total of 76 major cards, 22 secondary major cards, 16 original court cards, and 16 secondary court cards. A Korean/English guidebook is included. Check out the new feature of each card right now. And it's published by Prime Muse. All right. So here's the side. So basically, it's a major arcana. So there's no minors in this deck. And usually I don't buy major arcana decks only. I think I only own like maybe one, maybe two. Here's the guidebook. We'll take a look more at the guidebook after we look at the cards. But because this is so unique, I went ahead and got it. It's been out for about a year, from what I can tell. They didn't put a year, but there were a few reviews online that I saw that was about a year old. Here are the backs, and of course they are reversible, and they are nicely gold gilded. It is plasticky, so there is it is laminated, as you can see the sheen, and it feels plasticky, and it looks like standard tarot card size. Yeah, it is standard tarot card size. So as I was saying, you get the original major arcana, and then you get this what they call secondary major arcana. You get a introductory card here, and then there's no minor cards, and then you get all the court cards of all the suits, and then the secondary court cards. So very interesting, and I got it because I really like the illustration of the secondary. I thought it'll add new insights to a reading. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at it. As you can see, it is borderless. There's the number up top, and then excuse me, the title of the card at the bottom. So the original major arcana is the same right away. It's just the secondary one that they change. It's like they give you a different perspective, like after the fact, like what happens after he stepped off the cliff. And then you see this. So sort of like the after tarot a little bit, but kind of different illustration, but that similar concept. Except I think that deck has minors. This doesn't. So the fool actually falls in to water down below. All right, and then we have the magician, and then it's like he lost his umph and he's tired. And then the high priestess, and then she leaves her crown, takes off her crown. Let the scroll falls down, no more holding the secret, and then walks through the curtains or the veil. So very interesting. Empress, and then she looks like she falls over. And then we have the Emperor, and then the Emperor secondary. The Hierophant, and the Hierophant. And then the Lovers, and the Lovers. And I did read the guidebook on this. They get together, they're fully clothed, and they're, making a commitment to face whatever challenges together. So it's interesting. It's like, as I'm saying this, it reminds me of when you watch a movie, you know how they give you the introduction and then it snaps to a new scene, and then the subtitle says 5 years later or 3 years later. That's what it feels like. It's like they're just meeting, getting together, and then this is like 3 years later or 5 years later. So that's what just came to me. The Chariot. That's my opinion. I don't know if that's the author's intention, but I did read that for the lovers. It's like they're ready to face the future together. They come together. So the Chariot and the Chariot. So the lion fell asleep. It's like the secondary one, all the people got tired, slumped over and asleep. Except for as soon as they say that, then we have strength. And then the lion's the opposite. He goes and roar and go crazy. Then we have the hermit and the hermit. So the light in his lantern went out, but then he has a whole fire burning here. So that's interesting. The wheel and the wheel. And the wheel is cut in half. And then there's the devil. That's right there. Well, everything else is still there too, but I think the guidebook said something about the devil. That's why it stuck out in my mind. I did skim the guidebook a little bit. Justice and justice. The hanged man. And he's no longer hanging. He got off the tree and now he's back upright. Then we have death and death. Temperance and temperance. And then the devil. So it looks like they broke free from the chain because they're chained here and then they broke free from the chain. Oh, and now the devil is chained? I'm sorry, there's a glare. Yeah, so the devil's chained. That's the only thing about laminated cards, you guys. See how much reflection it picks up, and it's so hard to see. The tower and the tower. The star and the star. So now she has both feet on the ground. That's interesting. Then we have the moon and the moon. The sun and the sun. Judgment and judgment. And the world and the world. And now we move on to the court cards. So starting out with the suit of cups court cards, we have the page of cups. And then the secondary page of cups. So there's no more fish. And then the Knight of Cups and the secondary Knight of Cups. So he's sitting backwards on the horse and he's drinking the cup, whatever's in the cup. Then we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And the King of Cups and the King of Cups. So it's very interesting. I don't know how well I'll be able to read with it, but I thought it was unique and different. Page of Wands and Page of Wands. Knight of Wands and Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands and Queen of Wands. She's planting sunflowers? Or is she picking sunflowers? Can't tell. She's picking them because there's abundance here, so she's picking it up. But she had one here. I'm not sure. King of Wands and King of Wands. Page of Swords and Page of Swords. The bird comes swooping down. Knight of Swords and Knight of Swords. So he gets off the horse and is just wielding his sword. Queen of Swords and Queen of Swords. So she puts the sword down and she's looking at the mirror. Maybe she got clarity about herself. Interesting. King of Swords and King of Swords. He also put the sword down. Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. That's interesting. Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. Wow, his horse is going crazy. It's like his horse turned into a bull, a crazy wild bull. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. And King of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. He's hiding his pentacles. Here in the backs again. And quick look at the cards. So the first section is in Korean. It's in Korean and in English. Alright, and there is a table of contents so you can look it up. And it's black and white. And there's not much write-up about a paragraph of write-up. So, and it gives you like a different outlooks. And the English isn't that good. So whoever translated it isn't that good, but it's not that bad. You can get the gist of what they're saying. So for example, the Emperor, it says the Emperor who rose up from the throne is crossing his arms and staring at the opponent in front of him. He looks disapproved, but his eyes are wild to keep an eye on a situation. It is unclear whether the situation will be a benefit or loss to his empire. Maybe the Emperor has folded his arms to hide his real intention deeply because someone had approached to make a negotiation. The opponent will be also a tough person. It could be a situation in which the Emperor was frightened or something he was worried about finally happened and had to be solved. Even if there are numerous retainers, the great responsibility is felt because he should make the final decision alone. So basically, it's giving you a secondary interpretation and definition of each one of the major arcana and court cards. And that's pretty much the guidebook. And there's 173 pages, and the pages are semi-gloss. So the cardstocks are pretty nice. They're plasticky, but they are bendable, flexible, pliable, and they are nicely gilded. They seem okay. So we'll put a couple here so you can see. And if you like, you know, a deck that has major arcana and then a second set and court cards, if you don't mind that, not having the minors, you might want to check this out. Or if you just want something new and different in your collection because you collect cards, you might want to consider this, because it is definitely different, because I definitely don't have it. Like I say, they have major only decks, but not, you know, a second set, and then with court cards. So not too bad. All right, so as usual, if you are interested, I will put the link in the description underneath the video. I hope you enjoy that, something different. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye.